Welcome back to the Rootless Minds Podcast. I'm your host, Noah Robertson. I talk to anybody, anywhere, about anything. And today I have on my second reoccurring guest, Rebecca.
Hi.
Do you want to start off talking about that?
Talking about what?
Fans thing?
Oh, my OnlyFans. What about it?
You can say no if you want to.
No, we can talk about it.
All right.
I gotta get out there somewhere. Okay, so everyone that knows me knows I'm on like 800 dating sites.
Mm-hmm.
Not 800, but I'm on a few.
You're on a lot.
I'm on a lot. Not a lot.
You just said 800.
I'm also, if you know me, I'm a little over dramatic sometimes. No, I like a handful maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then between those and Snapchat and like Facebook Messenger and stuff, I get a lot of daily requests from weird guys and just guys in general.
It's pretty much all guys.
Yes, that want to see my boobs constantly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of annoying now because I ain't gonna show them for free. Like they cost me a lot of money. Like they're for me. So I got tired of it. So I decided to do a OnlyFans website. So if they want to see it, they gotta pay.
What do they look up if they want to go check that out?
I have no idea. Probably just my username.
What's your username?
On that, it's B, like BEE _ triple D, like DDD.
B triple D.
Yes.
All right. If you said it was up, right?
Yes, I've been running. There's not a lot on it yet because I'm waiting to there's a few like normal pictures, but once people start, whatever, I will like show the goods. I will, release the beast.
Okay. So on OnlyFans, if you want to check her out, you can do $10 a month. Check out BEE _ triple D.
Yes.
Usually like with Justice, I asked at the end, where do you want people to check you out? And he's like, I'll check out my Instagram, my YouTube channel, my Spotify. And you're like, check out my nudes.
But I swear to God, anyone that we work with is on there. No. No.
That's kind of weird, honestly.
So weird.
They might try to do some like weird roundabout way where they make up a total bogus email or something.
Well, one of our coworkers, we were talking one day and he found out that my boobs were actually tweeted out on Twitter by my best friend. Mm-hmm. And then I just retweeted him. And he was like, so what's your handle on on Twitter? Yeah, the next day,
for
this person
research
is following
purposes.
you. Yes, the next day, I was like, so and so is following you. I'm like,
oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah.
Horny men.
Yeah, I mean, boobs make anyone go stupid. Like I go dumb when I see a nice pair of boobs. I mean, do
you think you're a little bi or you just appreciate it?
Bi-curious, I'm not gonna lie. Most girls are. But no, I appreciate a good pair of boobs. Even when I'm like serving and I have like a couple come in or just a chick with like big boobs and a low cut shirt, I am not making eye contact. Like sometimes I forget
and she probably loves it.
Oh, that's why we do it.
Yeah, I mean, some girls are like, don't stare at my cleavage, but
then
when like it's another girl,
yeah,
there's not much you can do there.
No, like when you go to the strip club, like if you go to a gentleman's club, the female dancers prefer.
They call it a gentleman's club now.
Oh, that's what when I was younger, that's what they were.
That's a weird name for it.
But the female dancers prefer a chick to come in there than guys because we're not like the dirty old men wanting to do weird things or whatever. We're just having fun and whatnot.
You're just being bi-curious.
Just being bi-curious. I want to motorboat some boobies. I can't just do it at work. Go up to a chick and put my face in there.
And they probably allow the girls to do a lot more than the guys.
Well, you still can't touch unless they tell you to. Mm-hmm. But I've had a stripper take off my shirt before and play with my boobs in front of everybody. And I was with a group of my guy friends, and I was just like, wait, where's my money at? Because
and your guy friends were getting a great show.
Yes, and I mean, I was like 20. This was a long time ago. This was before fake boobs and everything, but I still had good boobs. And that was a fun night.
Fun for everybody.
Fun for everybody involved.
They had a hard show going.
Yeah.
But you didn't get any of the profits.
No,
she walked away with all the profits.
Yeah, and my boobs
that should have been a joint situation.
I was
going.
Completely topless. Like everyone got to see.
That's shameful.
So mad.
You should have got an affiliate link for that.
I should have. I should have got something thrown down, a few dollars.
How's it been with Jersey Boy? We talked about it a little bit last time.
We're friends. We just talk all the time, and it was fun. The trip was fun.
What did you do over there? You don't have to say everything. Just like
we literally just hung out, drank, got high, and laughed our asses off for 2 days.
You said you don't smoke though. You two did some edibles.
No, he smokes. He doesn't do edibles. Unfortunately, I did leave some because I couldn't bring it back with me. Because it's not legal there.
Yeah.
So I couldn't take it in the airport.
Which is weird.
Yeah, I know.
I don't understand. Like, marijuana it's something I'm not going to be doing anytime soon, but I do recognize that it's not only healthy for you, but you get the high, which is like, it's way better than alcohol. Alcohol, you get drunk and it's not healthy for you.
It's not.
It's terrible for you.
It really is. I do both. But yeah, so I left the edible, but I didn't eat there with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, don't let it go to waste. And he doesn't like it, but he ate some of
like
it.
Edibles?
No, because they make him trip out. Like he was not happy, but he ate some of it, but decided to throw the rest of it away. But like he says, I'm the biggest pothead he knows, and I've never smoked weed in my life.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't like the smoke in your lungs, is that it?
I never liked the idea of smoking. I've never smoked a cigarette,
Me neither.
weed, but I do like the effect of being high. So yeah, so I eat it.
The most I've done is 2 puffs of a vape pen. It's the absolute most I've ever done. And I was just in high school. A dude had a vape pen. I was like, I'll try. I want to see if I can do a trick. That's the whole reason I did it. I wanted to see if I can do a trick. I took a puff.
Like blow like a circle or something?
Yeah,
Is that what you want?
that's exactly it. I took a puff. I coughed. I took another puff. I coughed. And I was like, all right, not going to do any more. I don't want to get used to the nicotine. And from there, I've never smoked anything else before.
No, I don't like the idea of smoking. It's gross.
Yeah,
like, I'm a big believer your lungs are designed to
just
breathe
for
in
air.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
It's not even fresh air anymore, but still it's air.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Apparently, air is like 70% nitrogen. I'm going to look that up right now. Is air 70% nitrogen? Keep talking.
I don't know if it is or not. But anyway, yeah, so I've never smoked. I've never got into any of that. Like my sister I live with, she smokes all the time. Like you walk into our house and it smells like she's been hotboxing the whole house all day long.
So she's a hard smoker, and
yeah.
you just like the edibles.
Yeah, I like the edibles. I mean, I've been shotgunned a few times, but
What's shotgunned?
when they smoke and then they blow it into like directly into your mouth. Which that happened. Yeah, both times that's happened to me. I was like passed out asleep within like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very lightweight.
It got you out.
Yeah, so I don't like that anymore.
So air is 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. So whenever people are like, I'm breathing in oxygen, you're actually only breathing in 21% oxygen.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think I might be talking about my ass here, but if you breathe in like pure oxygen, it's actually like too much for your body, and you like pass out because it's just a shit ton of fucking oxygen.
I don't know. I've been hooked up to it a few times, but like in hospitals and stuff. But
yeah, they probably have that 70, or they're like slowly putting in the oxygen.
Maybe they slowly just put it.
I'm not
there.
a doctor. I'm 19. I'm far from a doctor.
Yeah, I'm the last person you want to try to like save your life. So
yeah, I can do. I'm CPR certified, and
I was when I was like 13.
And then you just never renewed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a lot of work to maintain it, and I just.
What does that even mean? Would they, like, if you weren't CPR certified and somebody went down and you performed CPR and saved their life, would you get like fined because you weren't certified?
No.
Then it's basically done.
Regardless, I think you're protected by the Good Samaritan Act.
What's that?
Like, I mean, just if you
it's kind of in the name.
Yeah, like just if you're trying to help save someone or whatnot, you know. Like
good, definitely good.
You know,
I'm gonna look up who put that in place, who started the Good Samaritan Act, because
you just don't want to you want to avoid like breaking ribs or whatnot.
No,
like if you're
doing that does
stuff.
break the ribs. The first thing you're gonna feel if you're doing it properly is like the crack of the ribs, because you've got to be pumping
Yeah.
that heart. That's the whole reason you're doing the compressions. You're pumping the heart so you keep the blood flowing so that things don't stagnate in the body.
I just hope I'm never like a witness to where I have to do anything like that, because it's gonna be bad.
I don't know. It doesn't say. But it said it was started, Good Samaritan laws get their name from a well-known biblical parable, Luke 10:25-37, that goes like this. A Jew was assaulted and robbed by bandits, then left for dead on the road. Both a Jewish priest and a Levite, an assistant to priests, passed the man without rendering aid. Okay, whatever. I don't know who started it, but whoever did, good job.
It's based on a religious thing.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's complained yet to get it like taken out of law.
I don't know. A lot of people. Let's go to that story of the play.
Oh, when I was.
Yeah, you said the problem with
because
looking into America from the outside, you see the problems.
I have a lot of friends who live overseas or whatnot, and you just hear in normal everyday thing, like people overseas, they don't like Americans. They think we're prudish. We're very like, we complain, like we get offended over everything. Mm-hmm. So when I used to live over in England, because my soon-to-be ex-husband is English, and I went to our niece's school Christmas play. And at first I was caught off guard because you have these 5-year-old kids. I mean, it was probably like from fifth grade or kindergarten all the way up to like 5th grade, like a whole school production. And their Christmas production was called Cinder ABBA, which was basically based on Cinderella with the music from ABBA. And in this play, the ugly stepsisters were played by 2 boys dressed up as girls, which I thought was hilarious.
It sounds fun.
It was fun. Kids were having a great time, whatever. But afterwards, talking to my my ex's mom, I'm like, this would not be allowed in America because people would be offended by it. You're going to hurt someone's feelings or think you're making fun of them. But in reality, you're not. It's just, I mean, they've been doing this for years. Because you think back of like William Shakespeare, all the plays were done by men dressed up as women. Romeo and Juliet were a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, it was all men.
It was a bunch of dudes. Yeah. So I just think it's hilarious. Everyone here is offended by everything.
Yep.
Every single thing.
They just left and right. Anything happens, they get offended. I think a comedian talked about this, but you know what happens when you get offended? Nothing. It's not like you wake up the next morning with leprosy.
Yeah, just get over it.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Have a laugh. Life's too short to get offended by everything.
I could like easily pull the victim card and get offended by things. Like I'm adopted and that's huge. And anybody makes like, sometimes it happens and I like join in cause it's funny, but they make, your adopted jokes or anything like that. And I could totally be offended, but I was taught not to be offended, just don't let things people say bother you. And actually, instead of just ignoring things that a lot of people are saying, I join in because I find pretty much everything funny. It's funny.
As you
laugh.
Should. I mean, people talk shit to me every day because I'm 4'11".
You are. You're very short. I like working with you because with the cupboards above, I never have to say watch your head. I can just open it right above your head.
You always tell me don't jump.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. No, but like people.
I told Jalissa, watch your arms once. She's like, what? And I was like, don't raise your arms or else it's going to hit you. But other than that, you're fine.
Yeah. Like I get so much crap being short, but I'm on New Year's Eve.
Guys like it though.
Yeah. And I prefer tall guys and they like the little chicks, But on New Year's Eve, I was out with my friends at the bar and we're going to go to like an after party thing. Mm-hmm. And we all got in my friend's Camaro to go over there. And there was 4 of us or 5 of us. So I go in the back seat and somehow I ended up in his daughter's booster seat. I was like, what the hell is going on right now? Because I'm completely drunk at this time.
How old were you?
This was this New Year's Eve.
This New Year's Eve?
Yeah. So I was
my gosh,
I was 10 days shy of 38. And so first of all, I made a Snapchat video, which I saved because it was hilarious. 30, almost 38 years old, and I fit. Not only did I say, I mean, I fit. It was not stuck on my butt. Like,
really?
It fit me. I was like, I mean, this is embarrassing, but at the same time, like,
was it comfy?
I was cool. I was tall. I could actually see out the windshield, you know?
Why didn't they just take the seat out?
We were all kind of intoxicated,
okay.
and, you know, and it was a very short drive.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't bothered.
Just hop in the child seat.
Hop in the child seat.
Did they go and buckle you in and put the safety lock on? And
it
everything?
was a booster seat, not a car seat.
Oh, that's right.
So the booster's like this like little,
yeah, just a little seat. I think that's hilarious. Do you fit in the booster seats at work?
I'm not gonna try. Why would I try to sit in those?
I want to see you try.
No, my ass will probably get stuck on those. Those are little. Those are like.
I have no ass. I could probably fit in.
Well, I don't have an ass, but I have hips.
Mm-hmm. You've got you've had 2 kids, so
yeah,
that definitely affects that.
No, I've always had hips.
You've always had hips.
I've always had hips.
That's good. My mom. I was talking about like my ideal woman to her, and I think she asked, and one of my points was like wide hips, like because I find that attractive, like nice birthing hips. It's just hot.
But don't tell a chick that, like, oh, yeah, you have nice birthing hips.
That's what she said.
Because
she's like, your dad once told me like I had nice birthing hips, and I was like, what does that mean? Like I'm just good for pumping out kids.
But that's just no. It's not sexy. It's not. You're like saying like they have like they're wide. Like it's not.
I think it's hot.
But keep it to yourself, okay? Just tell her she's got a nice ass or something. You know, don't.
I've
find
told
other ways.
Like the 3 previous girls I've dated have all had like nice birthing hips, and I've told them they didn't have a problem with it.
But you know what?
It's because they had a nice ass and a nice wide hips.
But birthing hips mean nothing though, in the sense of because my first child was very, very large, and my doctor's like, it shouldn't be an issue. He's like, yeah. He's like, it shouldn't be an issue because you have wide hips. Okay.
It was a big issue.
It was a big issue because yes, my hips are wide, but the opening that he has to come out of was not very wide. So, and I learned a big difference. And I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, definitely. Was the second one any easier?
Oh, I had to. He was a C-section. I
couldn't. That's right.
Yeah, I couldn't give birth again.
That's right. Yeah, you had the first one and then
waited almost 9 years because it was so traumatic. Yeah, but my doctor told me I couldn't give birth again. Like I would be destroyed, and they would not be able to fix me.
How often do you talk to your kids or see your kids?
I talk to their dad all the time, and I go to California whenever I can. And
they're in California?
Yeah, they're in California.
Okay.
So it's just hard with like work and stuff. Mm-hmm. But my oldest plays football.
Yeah.
So I try to go to his games whenever I can. Mm-hmm. So because this last season he was playing freshman football. Because in California, I guess it's different than Washington. So the freshmen have their own team.
I think that's the same with high school.
And they played on Thursdays. So this year he'll be either JV or varsity. So he'll play on Fridays. So I'll go down for that. And then he's also in FFA.
What's that?
Future Farmers of America.
That's right. I remember now.
And he's getting his pig this month. He's going to raise it and everything, and then he's going to auction it off at the county fair in July.
You should feed it.
So I'm going to go for that.
He should feed it fast food scraps. That's not a joke. There's actually a farm, I think it's somewhere in the South, and the guy is now like a millionaire because he had a pig farm, and then he just went all to the fast food joints, and he just took all their fast food scraps, and because like all the food's pumped with hormones, the pigs grew huge.
Well, but see, for auction, they have to be between like I think 235 and 285 pounds.
They have to be between a range?
Yeah, for auction.
Wouldn't you want a bigger pig?
I don't know, because they're showing it and stuff, so they wanted like pretty pigs or whatnot.
Oh, okay.
Like because he has to go to the farm every day, and he has to like exercise his pig. He has to groom his pig. He has to feed it. It's cool because back home there's like an agricultural credit union that all the kids in FFA. They give them $1,000 loan, good faith loan, to buy their pig, get food for their pig, get whatever they need for their pig.
They're learning. That's good.
Yeah. So, but the credit union gives them this money, good faith, with no contracts, no nothing. Hopefully, most kids they do pay it back once they sell their pig and everything. But so he's in his mind, he's like, my pig's gonna weigh 265 pounds by July. I'm gonna exercise, so he has a game plan. So
that's good.
So I'll go back for that.
You should talk to him about intermittent fasting. Has been proven to like work well on pretty much every mammal. So you should talk to him if the pig like looks like it's starting to be overweight, possibly. Talk to him about trying to intermittent fast the pig. Do you know what intermittent fasting is?
I do, because I've been told to do it, but I ain't doing that shit.
I'm doing it. It's great.
No.
I feel so good, literally.
I eat once a day as it is.
Why do you eat once a day? Is it a big meal, hopefully?
No, because of my sleeping hours and stuff.
Well, I just have an 8-hour window where I eat from 3 to 11. That's when I eat, somewhere in that range.
I don't usually eat dinner till I get off work. Like if I close, I eat dinner at 2, 3 in the morning.
That's true.
And it's like Jack in a Box, or it's wings that I
What are you
ordered
doing?
an hour.
Eat some healthy food, Rebecca.
Take
care of your body.
Like I want it.
Your body will appreciate you.
No, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, I just found out.
All right,
okay.
It's time, people.
All right. So one of my best friends in California, I've known her forever now, and I know her husband. I've known him longer than I've known her because he was best friends with my first ex-husband.
Okay.
So his name is Jason. Jason is very he eats healthy food. He works out. He's just good at healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Earlier this month, he had a stroke.
Well, if he didn't do all that healthy stuff, he probably would have had that stroke sooner.
No, but I don't know. I'm seeing people like, you see people who are like athletic, like who go out and all they do is like run, and do all. They are having heart attacks at 28 years old because of all the stress and stuff on their heart.
That might be overdoing it because there is too much. Like you can drink too much water.
Oh, I know you
can
can.
Get overhydrated.
Back home, it's been a long time now. You remember when the Nintendo Wii first came out?
Mm-hmm.
Back home, when the radio stations had a contest, hold your Wii for a Wii. Hold your Wii for a Wii? Yeah.
What's that?
They had a contest on the radio inside the station, and it was around Christmas time. So they were giving out. This was when Wii's you couldn't even buy them in the store because they would sell out instantly. Mm-hmm. They had a contest. They had 2 people in there, and they had to constantly drink water. Oh. And whoever could hold their Wii for the longest would win a Wii. Not good because she diluted her body so much where I don't remember if she died or if she almost died, but she was in the hospital like for a long time because she completely just like flushed her system too much.
Yeah, that's not healthy at all.
Yeah, see,
you can definitely get overhydrated. You can overwork out. Like people doing CrossFit. CrossFit is when you're like doing extreme weightlifting and extreme cardio 24/7. Yeah. And quite often you get instances of people doing CrossFit where their pee comes out like a dark, thick brown. Because it's truly not healthy for you to work out like a madman. If you look at strong men, they work out like 3 or 4 times a week. They just lift heavy weights and then they eat food and they like take rest days and drink some creatine and some whey and like eat some wings and shit. But it's not good to work out all the time really hard.
That's why I like to work out once every like 4 months, 5 months, and I
you should do a little more than that.
And I don't drink any water. Only when I work out do I drink water.
I've been forcing myself to drink water. Did you see my big water bottle I brought to work?
I did.
Yeah, that's a gallon of
water.
Between
you and Cody.
He had
because he brings his water too.
Yeah, he had a half gallon. I'm kind of showing him up like that.
You showing? Oh, he's got to step up his game, Come on, Cody.
His broke. Like the day I got my gallon water bottle, and the reason I got it was because the adult male to stay healthy on average has to drink 3.7 liters a day, and that converts to like 9.44 gallons or something like that. So I just rounded up to a gallon. No, 0.944. My bad. Gallons. And so I just rounded up to a gallon.
I don't know what it is like to drink like 8 glasses of water a day or whatever they say. Like I can't do that. I can't drink one glass of water.
You have to.
But you give me 8 glasses of wine, I'd be done in an hour if I had to.
Well,
that's like grape juice. So
it's not healthy for you though.
Well, one glass actually.
Moderation. Again, everything in moderation can be good.
But
like a little bit of chocolate after workout, that's good for you. Helps recuperation. And I mean, even Mike Tyson said this. If you drink like a chocolate bar 30 minutes to an hour before, a match or a swim meet or anything like that, it gives you a good energy boost because glucose, sugar, is one of the first things digested. So you get that energy boost. So everything in moderation, everything, if used properly, can be good for you. Everything, if used improperly, out of moderation, in like excess or
I'm still gonna drink
not
my
as
wine.
much. I respect that. You can drink your wine. Live your life.
I'm gonna drink a lot of wine.
You're here for a good time, not a full time. That's what you're saying?
I'm here for a good time, not a long
Not
time. Yeah.
That's it.
Actually,
I'm
after
here for
here,
both.
I'm going shopping and I'm gonna go get some peanut butter whiskey because I've
There's
heard
peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah, there's this company.
I love peanut butter.
All they do is make peanut butter whiskey, and I've been told it's amazing that it tastes just like peanut butter. So I love whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I have like 3 bottles on my bathroom counter.
On your bathroom counter?
Apparently, my bathroom counter
You
has
get
become
drunk in the bathroom?
No, it's attached to my bedroom. I just keep it in the bathroom on the counter, or keep a bottle next to my bed. I rotate them. Okay, no judgment. This is a safe zone. So I love peanut butter. I love whiskey.
Peanut butter's
so
delicious.
I'm on a mission today to go find some.
Do you want me to, after the podcast, make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I don't really eat those.
You don't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
No, I mean, I like them. Like once I eat it, I'm like, oh, this is so good. But I'm never just like, oh,
I can make you a peanut butter and honey sandwich.
No, yeah. You can make me a lot of honey. There's
we got
bees at work right now.
Yeah.
I'm terrified to go in your backyard.
It's not even a spring or summer. You'll only see like a few bees flying down. They won't bother you at all. I can show you. Like you can stay here because you don't want to, obviously. But after the podcast, I can just show you. I'll just walk through the hive. I'll like flick a hive, just walk through, cruise on through. They don't care as long as you're not. These bees are the most docile. As long as you're not attacking their hive and making them think you're attacking their hive, they won't bother you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Quite often, I'm in the backyard, like checking on the chickens, or we have chickens too. Or
I definitely not. I hate birds. My dad has lots of birds, and I'm terrified of anything with a beak. Don't like them.
Here, I will hold the chicken. You'll be inside behind a glass door because you're scared of chickens. But I'll pick up the friendliest chicken. Her name's Red, and I'll just bring her over and I'll show you how nice she is.
No, I bet
but you
they
can
are nice.
you can
I
be
just
behind
don't
a
like
glass
them.
thing.
I just don't. Oh God, like a long time ago. My first husband, when we were married, his mom had to go stay with a family member, and she had a bird. And she's like, "Can my bird please come stay with you guys?"
What bird? What type of bird?
I don't know. It was just a bird. It wasn't nothing special.
It was a birdie bird.
It lived in a cage. It was a bird. I don't know. And she's like, "Can my bird come stay with you guys?" I'm like, "Only if I can shoot it because I don't want it in my house." Like
That's my neighbor about snakes.
Needless
We
to
have
say,
snakes back there too.
why are you telling me this? Like, why am I here?
Are you scared of all these things?
I don't. Okay, snakes or serpents. I do not like them.
Dude, these are
I was going for a walk one day with my ex and my kids, and there was a little snake on the pathway. I would not cross it.
It was probably a garter snake.
I don't care. It's a serpent. I am not going to cross it. I waited, and then I made someone else get rid of it, and then I went on my merry way.
20, 30 feet that way. We've got 3 snakes.
Don't tell me that.
They're behind glass. Don't worry, Rebecca.
Swear to God, where's Billy the Exterminator when I need him?
You said he doesn't kill them though, right?
He doesn't. He just relocates them.
It's kind of like a... shoot, I can't believe I forgot his name. Crocodile Hunter, like Steve Irwin. Really, I miss him. Talked about him with Lori's podcast. I miss him.
I never really watched his stuff.
You should still respect him though.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. No, I didn't watch it, but yeah.
I don't really like Steve Irwin. Get the fuck off my podcast.
No, I respect him, but I never really watched his stuff or.
That makes sense. Not everybody did.
I
remember watching him Saturday mornings. I loved it. Loved it.
I think what attracts me to watch Billy the Exterminator is because he's just so weird and awkward, but he's just genius and he knows all of his stuff.
What's his getup for his bee getup?
He wears a black leather chaps and a black leather trench coat with a motorcycle skull face mask and a black cowboy hat. It's the weirdest thing, but he says it's better because the bees can't like get through them, get through the stuff. So he just looks funny as hell when he's doing it. But I do enjoy his shows.
He does look funny as hell.
He does. Yeah, you just look it up.
This dude, he wears like a black skull mask. Is that it?
Yeah, he wears like a skull mask
with like sunglasses.
Yeah.
Is that? He has a boa around his neck. Not the snake, but
oh yeah, no. Sometimes when he does it, he wears that as well. Not always, but he wears that too because the bees they don't like it. I guess I don't know, but it's entertaining.
Yeah, I'll show a photo in the podcast if you want to see it. He looks a lot like Billy Ray Cyrus.
He does not.
Yeah, he does.
No, he does not.
Dude, there's like a side by side right here. They look fairly similar.
I'll have to look up that later. No. But
yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, I'll show you.
Yeah, no, but I do enjoy his show. I'm on season 3 right now, but I used to watch it like a long time ago when it would air new.
Mm-hmm.
So
you had fun with that.
I don't know, it's just something else to watch.
Billy, I mean, you chose the gothic version of the Crocodile Hunter. I chose the Australian version. This dude looks hilarious though. Oh, here he is with a little crocodile.
I watch the weirdest shit, okay? Like
yeah, what's your favorite show? Or one of them?
My favorite? Probably Criminal Minds, which I'm sad because it's ending this season after like 15 seasons. It's ending.
That's a long show. A lot of shows only last like.
Oh, the other one is like
Law
and Order SVU. They're like on what 19 or 20 right now.
I think The Simpsons has them all running.
That started when I was like 8 years old when that show started.
How many seasons of Simpsons? There's 31 seasons of The Simpsons.
Yeah, that makes sense because it started when I was like 7 or 8.
South Park has 23. SpongeBob has 12. Family Guy has 18. Holy crap, Simpsons. How do you keep it relevant for that long? It started in 1989.
Yeah.
31 seasons. That's respect.
And that, I mean, it's still going strong. Like, people love The Simpsons. Yeah. Like, my dad loves The Simpsons.
Same with South Park.
I think I watched maybe 3 episodes of The Simpsons my whole life.
Much. I've seen the Simpsons movie where they're in like the dome thing.
I didn't watch that.
They have to get out or whatever.
I've never liked cartoons. I've never been really, even as a kid, I watched Fraggle Rock because that's not a cartoon. It's puppets. Like they're kind of like Muppets, you know? Mm-hmm. But Fraggle Rock was awesome.
What was it about?
I remember just crazy little Muppets living their life.
Like, Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, you have to watch it and YouTube it. Fraggle Rock. It was the shit.
Fraggle Rock.
Yeah. You probably, I mean, if you want to watch it these days, I just probably be trying like be on acid or something. It might be better. I don't know.
It's Doc and his dog Sprocket have a hole in their wall, behind which live little furry creatures known as Fraggles in a place called Fraggle Rock. The rock is also home to the Doozers, who are knee high to a Fraggle, and the Gorgs, who are giants that think they rule the rock.
Again, this is a safe non-judgment zone.
That's awesome. You like this show?
It was a cool show when like I was 6 years old.
Yeah, if you like the show, you like the show. Have you seen I think it's like My Monsters or something like that? Little Monsters? Monsters show. No. Hold on, Monsters cartoon maybe? My Monsters, something like that.
I have no idea.
Real Monsters. That's
Monsters.
The one.
No.
You've never seen that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it was so good. They I liked one character. He kind of looks like a ball sack in a way because he's got like blue lips and he's got his chin is like hairy and he's just kind of that shape.
So is this like a show for like kids or is this a show for adults? It's a show for kids.
Okay. It's just
because some cartoons are like they say are for kids, but they're more like SpongeBob is more like adult humor and stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this show probably has a lot of adult humor in it. It's just I watched it as a kid. And this guy who like kind of looks like a ball sack, has like a big nose, blue lips, stubby little legs, and he's got arms, but in his arms he holds his eyeballs. Like his arms are always up like this, kind of like a goalpost, and he's holding his eyeballs. And
so Fraggle Rock is not sounding so weird right now.
This is a good show. This is a funny show. I loved it. Their currency was toenail clippings. I remember one episode they were going to like an old man's house that collected toenails, and they're like, "We're gonna be rich."
That is disgusting.
It's hilarious. This is a good show. It's a great show for kids.
Is it?
If you really analyze kids shows, they're freaking insane. Kids shows are crazy.
When my son was about 6 years old, I told him he wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob anymore.
Why not?
Because no. Like he wasn't learning anything, like at all.
He's just being a kid.
No,
why don't you let your kid be kids?
Kids can be kids and watch things that are going to teach them. Like, okay, so we were watching a movie one day, and I don't know, have you ever seen the movie? What is it called? It's with Richard Gere and Hibachi. About him and a dog. He had a little husky dog. Was his anyway? The part of this movie, the dog and him get sprayed by a skunk, and my kid, who was like 7 years old, he's like, "Take a bath in tomato juice." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Take a bath in tomato juice." I'm like, "How do you know this?" He's like, "Curious George taught me that." Mm-hmm. See, things like that. Okay, he's learning something.
Curious George is a great show.
SpongeBob. Only thing that SpongeBob ever taught my son, which I thought was hilarious.
Imagination.
No, was one time he was about 5 or 6, and he got so mad and flustered that like he was turning bright red and he was shaking. So I'm like, "Hunter, what is wrong with you?" He's like, "I'm so mad right now." I'm like, "Okay, like what?"
They learned that on SpongeBob.
I'm like, "What can I do to make you like be not so angry, because you're about to have a heart attack?" Because like he was bright red and just shaking. He's like, "I need to say a very bad word." I'm like, "And that will help you?" He's like, "Yes, Mom, that will make me feel so much better." I'm like, "All right, here's your free pass, because I don't want you to have a stroke out right now. Like, say whatever you need to say, as long as it's going to help you." And so he sits there and he's shaking and he just screams out, "Tartar sauce." What the fuck? I'm like, "Hunter."
Did you start laughing?
I didn't want him to think like I was laughing at him, because he was like, seriously, he was so mad. And I'm like, "Hunter, whenever you get angry and you need to say tartar sauce, honey, you say that whenever you want to. Like,
go for it.
Say it. Yell tartar sauce up and down the hallways. It's okay, honey."
Did that slowly shift into retarded sauce and then just retarded?
No. He's a good boy. Like he never he doesn't use words like that. Or, I mean, he probably does now. I mean, he's 15. Yeah. But at that time, like, luckily,
unless he's all PC. I hope not.
He doesn't like to hurt people's feelings, so he'll say, so he's like the good boy. He's like the protector of kids who get bullied.
Well, that part's good, but it doesn't mean you have to not be funny.
No, he's funny.
And enjoy harmless humor.
No, he's funny. He enjoys that stuff, but he's just not like, he's not going to be rude about it or mean.
Okay, that's
if it's going to hurt someone's feelings, he won't do it.
I'm okay with hurting people's feelings if it's constructive.
Sometimes people just deserve it,
Yeah, some people do.
I have some friends that joke around, and I'm just like, motherfucker. But then I know like if they weren't being this way with me, like they would not like me. I'd be concerned like they are not my friend.
That's part of friendship. I was hanging out with my friend Dennis on Sunday, and were you working Sunday? Do you work Sunday nights?
I did see you there. I was bartending, so I couldn't really stop and talk. But I did see you.
That was Dennis. I was there with
like 113 or 112 somewhere over there. Yeah.
And Dennis, he has like a little bit bigger than average nose, and his nose honestly isn't that big, but he makes jokes about it. And we were talking, and we just got to the point where he admitted like he finds attractive like the fact that Indian women on average have like bigger noses than most women. He finds that attractive because it's like a feature that stands out. And we started joking about his big nose and him getting with an Indian woman and then having like a fucking toucan child.
You know what? I get that because if you look at guys from my past, there's always sometimes like guys that have like a bigger nose or their ears are a little more like they can like fly up and catch a ball or something.
They all
like,
Dumbo.
not all of them, but like something that is bigger or makes them like more like awkward, gawky looking. Like I find them somewhat attractive. Like I don't know why.
It's just like a feet that stands out.
Yeah.
They don't look average.
They don't look average, and they're not like hideous. They're different.
They got a bigger nose.
They have a bigger nose.
Bigger nostrils.
Yeah. Something, I don't know. It could
Easier
be
to get some.
It could be their ears. It could be anything. It could be,
There's no ears all continue to grow.
I know my papa had like the biggest ears.
Yeah, old men have big ears.
But I thought they said your ears and nose.
I think nose maybe
as
well.
Nose
but
too.
I know for a fact ears do.
Yeah.
I'll look it up right now. Does the nose continue to grow?
I think I just read something like not that long ago about that. So it kind of scared me because I like my nose. I have a cute little nose. So I don't want it to get bigger.
My nose is like average size.
Yeah, that's how I feel about mine.
The good news, no, our noses don't grow longer. What? The bad news, our noses droop. Gravity is the villain here. So our noses like go down. You may think they like grow because they're
so
like
here I am worried
down.
about my boobs like drooping when I get older. It's my nose.
But your nose is
my
gonna,
nose I have
like
to worry about.
The tip's gonna be
oh,
hanging
God,
down.
No. I don't want that.
You can always get a nose job.
No.
Some nose jobs look good. Some look terrible.
I don't need one though. Like some noses, people just need them. I don't have like the bump here. I don't have like a weird. No, I'm good.
I'm not gonna drop a name, but if this somehow gets to her, she knows who she is. Her nose. This was back in high school. It looked like somebody took like an iron, like a flattening iron, and just like flattened out the edges of the tips of her nose. And the edges of her tips of her nose, it was like an M shape from the side of your nostrils to here to like the tip of your nose. It's like an M shape, and it was pointy. I was like, how the heck is that even possible? Her nose was, and she didn't have a nose job or anything. She was just in high school, but her nose looked like she got a terrible nose job. The thing is,
maybe she needs to get one.
Yeah, she's probably kind of self-conscious about it, but she knows she's got a weird looking nose, so she joked about it sometimes.
I mean,
like me with my long neck. I know I got a long neck.
You do have a long neck.
Yes, I do. My spirit by a giraffe.
Like, so earlier you asked me about like if I was going to get any more tattoos or whatever. So there's this tattoo that actually was a tattoo that my New Jersey guy sent me a picture of. I'm like, I really like that because I'm really into flowers. Like a lot of my tattoos I have now are flowers. But it was like on a chick's stomach, that part of her stomach, and it went like the leaves went up onto like the bottom part of her boobs. Tattoo was awesome. I'm like, that'd be really cool. But the issue is, I mean, yeah, I'm short, but every part of me is like short as well. Like my torso is probably half the size. Like the tattoo is from her belly button, like her belly button and above. So that whole area that the tattoo is at, that's probably like my whole torso. The size of my whole torso.
So if you were to get it, it'd look kind of stubby.
I would have to get like a smaller version, like and I don't know how well that would look, because my torso is like this big.
Did our old manager show you her tattoo of her like back tattoo?
Yeah, like the whole thing goes all down. Yeah, no, that's awesome.
The entire like cherry blossom system, which is honestly a really cool tattoo.
Yeah, no, it was cool.
For my tattoo, I'm going to wait until I'm 24 because that's when like the body starts leveling out and stops growing and changing and developing. So I'm going to wait until I'm 24. But I want to get the blue arrow of Avatar: The Last Airbender on my right arm. I'm going to have the arrow on my right arm, and it's going to curve up my arm and stop at the center of my upper back. And then around that blue arrow, and it's going to be all in color, like bright, cartoony color. And like no black on it unless the text might use black, but then it's going to be like fire starting at the base of the arrowhead, curving around the arm, then water, then earth, then air, and it like curving around the arm and around the arrow, and it's all going to be in like a bright cartoony style, and in each element there's going to be a quote from somebody in that show. For example, fire could be from Zuko or Uncle Iroh, and air could be from like Monk Gyatso or Aang. Water could be Katara or one of the wise waterbenders from the North Pole. Earth could be Toph or probably just Toph. And like each one, it's going to be nice bright colors. It's going to be like my entire right arm, and it's going to be spiraling around my arm. And there's going to be the text inside each element.
That sounds cool. That'd be a lot of time.
It's going to be
a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Tattoos aren't
a lot
cheap.
of time. Yeah. If I'm going to get permanent ink on my body, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be meaningful. It's going to last, and it's going to be expensive.
Oh, yeah. Well, like 85% of my ink all has meaning.
Good.
Most, like, good. Most people that I meet in my life, I have something, like most guys that I've been in a relationship with, I have something that reminds me of them tattooed on my body, you know? Mm-hmm. And when I was 19 or 20, I did make the mistake. I got a guy's name.
Oh no.
I did. We were together for 5 years. Like, we were engaged to be married. Like, he was it. And I got his name on the back of my neck. It's still there, but it's covered up. Mm-hmm. So I'll never do that again. So now I just do something that reminds me of that person. So no one else knows. No one else knows, about them. Or
do you have any on your arm you could show?
I have tattoos everywhere. I have my hands.
Yeah, love hard.
Love hard. I was gonna do fuck hard, but I'm a mom, so I figured that's probably not that appropriate.
That's a good idea.
Plus, being in the service industry, I want to.
Yes.
I don't want to give an old person a heart attack.
Like when you dropped the tray off and the kid was like, "I like your nails."
Yeah, when my nails said "fuck you," and I was like, yeah, "Thank God you can't read." Oh God. So I have my kids' names on my wrist.
Mm-hmm. Hunter Ray and Talon Thomas.
Yeah. And then I have, this is actually a cover up. I've only had this a few months.
I can vaguely see something in the heart.
Yeah.
Is that what it was covering up?
This whole, you see it mostly, in the gold, there's like a little right there. But yeah, it was, so my soon to be ex-husband, we had, like couples tattoos.
Oh, is he signing the papers?
Oh, I haven't done them yet. He actually messaged me the other day, or a few weeks ago, asking like when I'm gonna sort them, because this whole time he's been like, I'm not gonna ever sign them, blah blah blah. So I was like, oh, so now like you want it all of a sudden?
You probably met a girl. Probably,
and I give zero fucks. But before this, like a few weeks before this, he said something. He really pissed me off. Mm-hmm. Like he just he crossed the line because he brought my kids up in something.
Oh. Yeah,
you do not.
Don't talk about my kids.
No.
Absolutely not.
So when he was messaging me about this, and I was like, you know what? I'm not interested in doing anything that you want me to do, especially since you brought up my kids. I'm like, you can go fuck yourself at this point. Like, I'll do it when I'm ready to do it, since I have to pay for everything. Like, I already sent him $5,000 when we were together because he was spending all of his money like going to the pub and drinking and stuff. So, like, no. Like, when I'm ready to throw out the $400, I'll fucking do it. Until then, leave me alone.
Yeah, get out of my life.
Yeah.
And talk to me.
Yeah. So, this tattoo we had, so he had a tattoo on his hand. It's like a heart. Mm-hmm. It's like a locket. And right in the center where the locket would be, it was a puzzle piece. So, the locket was actually missing. So, I had, like, the actual puzzle piece with the locket right here.
Oh, okay.
And, again, normally I don't cover up tattoos, but I hate this man so much for all the stuff that he's done to me and put me through.
We talked about it last podcast. He's a douche.
The fact that I saw it every single day. Mm-hmm. I was just like, nope, I just want to cover it up.
Yeah, it's especially a very visible part right there. It's
I got tired
for the people who can't see. It's right. It's the palm side of her hand, but it's like right below the wrist.
Yeah, like, and I was just tired of seeing it, so I covered that because I have a tattoo for him on my thigh. It doesn't bother me. I don't see that often and whatever, Mm-hmm. Again, that one that does not bother me. This one fucking bothered me. So
where's the name? The name of the guy?
Oh, it's the back of my neck.
Back of your
neck. But it's covered by a hibiscus flower right now.
Good.
Most of my tattoos are flowers.
Got a lot of flowers.
I do have a lot of flowers.
What's your favorite flower?
My favorite flower?
Mm-hmm.
Sunflower.
Sunflower, that's good.
Yeah, my arm is full of sunflowers.
My favorite flower is a bleeding heart. Have you ever seen one?
No, I've seen a lot. You have to show me a picture. I'm trying to pull up my sleeve right here to show you this tattoo that I got.
You're making your way there. You're doing good.
Way.
This is a bleeding heart. I think this flower is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I've seen those. Those are really pretty.
They're so cool. It's my favorite flower ever. Again, if you're on YouTube, I'll show the image. I
like sunflowers and I like roses.
Roses are nice. Everybody should like roses.
I have a rose on my arm. I'm trying to like.
You're trying to. You don't have to. You don't have to.
I'm almost there. But basically, it's a yellow rose with the state of Texas around it.
Oh.
You can see the.
Why the state of Texas?
So my grandmother, my grandfather raised me. They took me home from the hospital like the day I was born. She passed away last year, and this was like for her. She was from Texas, and the yellow rose was her favorite flower. So that was like her in memory of tattoo.
That's smart. I like that.
So, and everything outside the state is gray, and then just the part of the flower inside the state is colored yellow.
I think if my mom were to pass away, I'd try to get something that's a tattoo of like her favorite artist. And I don't remember his name right now, but he did it like oil pastel, quote, paintings, like drawings that were like hyper realistic. And he did it in like a long time ago. Might be like Norm something. But if I were to get it, I might get like something she likes and tattooed like in that style of his oil pastels, or just like something like a small drawing he did or something like that in memory of her.
Yeah. Because
that's her favorite artist ever, and she's a graphic designer. So
that's a good way to like honor.
It's big on her life.
See, my grandparents were into like gardening and flowers and stuff. Like, that was like growing up, we had like the prettiest like rose gardens in the neighborhood and everything. So it's like, so on my arm, my upper left arm, I actually have a portrait of my grandfather. He's surrounded by sunflowers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why a lot of my flowers.
Left arm? Which part of the left arm?
That
like
part.
Right here? Right,
yeah,
right
so
under the shoulder?
He's
Tricep.
here, and then just around him I have sunflowers.
You really like sunflowers.
I love sunflowers.
Sunflowers are beautiful flowers. You know how they turn colors to the sun, right?
Yeah, they turn.
That's freaking amazing. Yeah. Did
you
know
if
they can't find the sun, do you know what they do?
Turn to each other.
That's amazing.
Do you see Cody's post?
No.
On Facebook?
No.
He posted something out on Facebook, and someone made a comment that was kind of like him and David.
Oh, looking at each other?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And they turn for each other for like their happiness or whatnot.
That's hilarious.
But no, again, too, because sunflowers, they're in all colors. People think like they're just yellow. No, but they come in red and orange. And
I love sunflowers. I love flowers a lot. There's my favorite tree is the cherry blossom tree.
Mine's the weeping willow.
Weeping willow?
Yeah, I love weeping willows.
It's a nice tree, honestly. But I like the cherry blossom. It's just so beautiful.
No, they are, especially like when they're in blossom. Like they're absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it sucks for allergies, but
I can't find the name of this artist. Famous oil pastel artist. I can't find him. Maybe like I look up Daily Post or something.
I know nothing about artists other than Thomas Kincaid, just because he's a local boy from where I'm from.
Famous oil pastel artist, Daily Post. Man, I can't find him. But he did a lot that show up on the Daily Post. And she even has a little book about him. And hopefully she hasn't listened to any of my podcasts. Maybe the one with my dad, the first one. Mm-hmm. Hopefully she doesn't listen to this one because it's kind of a spoiler. But for her birthday, I'm going to get her. We have a couple of them. I'm going to get her another like picture of one of his paintings to put up because she loves his oil pastel drawings. They're amazing. They really are. Here. I know where one of them are. You take it away. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
You're going to make me talk to myself.
Yeah, you got it.
This is just rude. I don't want to talk to myself. I mean, I do plenty usually by myself, but Noah, hurry up. I don't like this at all. Oh, there you are. Okay. I've seen a lot of those.
Those watching on YouTube, you can see.
It doesn't have like his name like in the corner or anything.
I'll look right now. That's right. Norman Rockwell.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Rockwell. He's very famous.
It's great. And this looks like an image. If you see right here, he's getting another tattoo. It's like a name crossed out, girl's name crossed out, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 girls' names crossed out, and he's putting a 5th one, Betty, right underneath.
That would be my life. Just have a list of like all my hoes just going down.
You've had 2, right?
2 what?
Husbands.
Yeah, I've had 2 husbands. No more. That's enough. Fuck no.
You're never again.
Never again. Like, I'm cool with commitment. I will be committed to someone till the day I die. Mm-hmm. But I will never get married again.
don't want that name again?
No, but no, it's not just that. It's like, because like when you get married, you get your piece of paper, and that does not mean anything. That does not mean that they're going to be faithful. That does not mean you're not going to have problems. That does not mean, you know what I mean? Like, it just means it's harder to get out of a bad situation.
That's also true. Have you ever cheated on like a boyfriend or a spouse or something?
A spouse, no. When I was younger and dumb and stupid, you know, but like when the relationship was going bad, I would do it as an excuse to get out of it.
Interesting. I just break up with them.
But I'm weak. Like, I'm just like, and they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'll make it better, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I'll give you another try. Nope, can't do it. I fucked your brother. We're over.
Did you actually do that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
The brother was definitely proud of himself if that did happen.
No, it did not never happen. No, but like, this is like when I was younger, like 19, 20, like way, you know. But husband, no.
Yeah, I've never cheated before.
I'm loyal. I'm not.
My logic is like, if I'm to the point of wanting to cheat, I'll just break up with them because, like, obviously it's not in the relationship. I've never cheated. I've been cheated on once, and I found out after we broke up, and I was like, well, that's ass.
Yeah, no, I've been cheated on a bunch, which makes me mad because, like, the guy that I dated who worked with us, after we broke up, he told everyone that we worked with, that I cheated on him.
What?
The whole time we were together.
He said that?
Yes. And I found after the fact, because his sister messaged me threatening me on Facebook Messenger like a month and a half after I broke up with him. Because like he was depressed, and she's like, if he kills himself or hurts himself, I'm gonna come lay hands on you. And she's like, you're lucky, because she lived like in Southern California. So she's like, you're lucky I'm not there. I'm like, bitch, come up here. I'm like, oh, that's right. I mean, you're on welfare. You can't afford it. Like, but, like, don't call me. Don't message me on Facebook threatening me because your brother was depressed before we got together. Mm-hmm. And because I told him when we were together, I'm like, you have to be happy by yourself.
Yes.
Before you can be happy with someone else.
Very true.
Like, because I even told him, like, you're putting all your happiness on me. That's not fair to me. Mm-hmm. At all.
You should.
I should be able to go do, like, not hang out with you
for happiness at all.
Like if I wanted to stay home opposed to going and hanging out with you for a day because I'm fucking tired, I work, I'm 11 years older than he was, so yeah, I'm tired sometimes. I want to chill by myself. Like he would get all like mangy and just get on like Facebook. He would tell everyone his problems on Facebook. And I'm just like, don't do that. Like, don't make me feel bad. I'm not making you feel bad. No, you are, because you're basically telling me I'm in the world, I'm a shit girlfriend because I don't want to be with you, and now you're depressed. And now it's my problem. Dumb. Yeah. So like, but he told people I was cheating on him. I'm like, no, I didn't cheat on you. I just don't want to be with you no more. Like, and for you to go around and tell people I did like that, you're making me look like I'm shit.
Yeah. Every girl I've ever been with, I always tell her like, you're your own person. So, I am too. We're going to talk, we're going to hang out, we're going to go on dates. Like,
but you don't need to be up each other's asses 24/7.
Exactly.
That's annoying. Like, live your own life.
Like if, hey, you want to hang out today? Sorry, I'm hanging out with friends. All right.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
I think that's why, like right now, I'm having issues like meeting someone because I'm very independent and I do my own thing. And I've spent so many years in relationships with guys where I had to ask permission.
You also have to get a guy that's like secure in his manhood.
With me, yeah. Because I'm the girl who's at the bar, like, woo, like, you know, and
yeah.
I'm thing people know too, if I'm with somebody, no one's going to touch me. Mm-hmm. They're going to look, you know, whatever. No one's going to, I make sure like when I'm with you, you know, but I'm fun. I like to have fun. I'm not going to take orders. I'm not going to ask permission.
Yeah, we all like to
I'm not going to be like, is it okay if I see my... No. I'm going to tell you, I'm going out tonight.
Yeah.
I'll be home maybe about 6 a.m. because I go naked hot tubbing on Saturday nights. Like, you know, it is what it is. You want to come, you can come. But I will always tell them where I'm at, who I'm with, you know, whatever. If they want to get a hold of me, my phone's always with me. Like, I don't ignore. I don't...
Do you have the ringer on when you're sleeping?
No.
I hate how people do that.
No, my phone's on vibrate. Mm-hmm. Because I do have kids. Yeah. So if something ever happens, like I want, you know.
Yeah.
So my phone's on vibrate, But the ringer, I did wake up a few weeks ago. My ex-husband was calling me like at 2 p.m. because, I sleep late. I go to bed at 6 a.m. And I accidentally turned my ringer on. Mm-hmm. So I woke up to, because what's that? Sunflower by Post Malone's my ringtone. Yeah. I'm like, why? What? Like, it's Post Malone in my bedroom right now. What's going on?
That'd be awesome if he was.
Right? It totally freaked me out because I never have my ringer on. Mm-hmm. So, bad mistake. Don't ever do that.
My ringer, here, I'll look up Let's Go meme. This is what my ringer is. Let's Go meme. Let's go. This is the one. Wait. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's go! Mom so icy wonder. That's the wrong one. Somebody changed it. Let's go meme.
Sometimes I like sit around if I have time, if I'm bored. I'll give like everyone their own ringtone. So I know who's calling me without having to go look at my phone.
Yeah, I've got a couple of them. And for example, my dad just like a little jingle like, your dad is calling you just to see what you're up to. But I usually pick up by your dad just so I know it's my dad. And one of them, my friend Duncan, his like entire life is memes. His language is memes. He's full on memes. And there's a song called Meme Machine by Pink Guy. And it's like, what? Meme machine. Oh
my God.
I'm a motherfucking meme machine. And I was hanging out with my ex-girlfriend. We were dating at the time. This was a while ago. And we were just driving. And like my phone started ringing. And she knew who he was. And she didn't know I had that ring though. My phone started ringing. So like, meme machine. And I picked up and I said, hey, Duncan. And she bust out laughing so hard. She's like, of course, that's Duncan's thing. Oh, I loved it.
My kid's dad, when we were married, his ringtone, and when he called me, it was like, there's a dickhead calling. Answer your phone.
There's a dickhead calling?
There's a dickhead calling.
Damn.
And also at one point, there was like, ugly kid Joe, I hate everything about you.
Damn, you really went off.
But we get along great now. Mm-hmm. We just were bad as a couple. Mm-hmm. We're great friends. Horrible couple.
Terrible couple.
Oh God, yeah.
That makes sense. That's some people, yeah. I had there's a time I was like really good friends with a girl, and we were just like hanging out, talking, playing game. We played video games. She even stood in line with me to get our Nintendo Switches. We like stood in line to get them when they came out fairly early. And at one point we like thought we had a thing for each other, and then we really quickly realized, no, we're just bros that are different genders. That's it. That's all. That's everything. And I found the clip. Let's Go car meme. This is my ringtone. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
That's my and I forget what. Oh, my phone's right there. But yeah, I like really customizing my phone to like have fun. Yeah. And my voicemail is, if you call me and it goes to voicemail, I'll like have a pickup sound like, hello? No, I'm kidding. This is a voicemail. Leave a message. God. And it gets everybody, especially the bots, like the bots that wait for a response and they like say their bot stuff. And just yesterday I changed it because I'm waiting on Fred Meyer's fixing my watch right now, and they said they were going to call me and leave a message. So I was like, oh, I really got to know when this watch is ready. So I finally changed it to like, you reach Noah's phone, leave a message.
So I've had my phone since when I first came back to the States. I had an English phone for a long time. But then when I decided a year and a half ago to leave my husband, I had to get an American phone, Mm-hmm. I have still yet to set up my voicemail. So if you call me, you can't even leave me a message. And I'm okay with that.
I like having my voice message because
nobody calls me. Everyone will either message me on Snap or they'll send me a text message. Nobody calls me.
I have like people that call me is like things like that need to, like Fred Meyer needing to get a hold of me and leave a message from my watch. Like that's the main thing.
Even our managers, they text message me. They don't even call.
Yeah,
They'll
true.
text message if they need. Hey, can you come in?
Yeah, David just like messaged me on Facebook or
like
Snapchat.
They don't call us. I'm like, no one needs to call me.
I really think that everything, all products and the way of life, like everything is always changing and shifting, and things that have been relevant previously aren't relevant anymore. And I really think that like unlimited text, unlimited call, all that stuff, that's just going to become a thing of the past, because we can call on Snapchat, we can call on Facebook, we can text on Instagram,
WhatsApp.
We can text on all of them. There's a WhatsApp. So I honestly think it's just going to get to a point to where phones just have data plans, just mobile data. That's it. I think like texting and calling is going to be a thing of the past. Absolutely.
Yeah, because the only person I think I actually calls me is my kid's dad. That's the only person I talk to, I think, on the actual phone.
Mm-hmm. Your baby daddy.
My baby daddy. Oh my God, I'm one of those. Yeah.
Have you ever had a sugar daddy?
No, but
I want to hear this.
No, I'm on my dating apps. So one of them I'm on, and I deleted it. I still have my account. I just don't have the app on my phone right now. Is Thinking Arrangement, and I've had a few guys offer me like to give me an allowance of like $500 a week. To do what? I don't know. I don't know what they want. Some just want you to go out with them. Some just want you to talk to them. Some want you to send pictures. I don't know. But I have been asked to be somebody's like sugar mama.
Oh, who asked? Like, what was the you don't got to drop a name, but like, what was the situation?
No, it's just, I don't even know.
What's so funny, Rebecca? What is it?
Because he's probably going to listen to this. My friend, but like, it's just all fun. It's just jokes, but
was it actually a joke?
Yes, it better have been. But I did say that if something happens to where my OnlyFans thing takes off, I got him. But until then, no.
Until then, I got to support myself.
But
once these titties start making me money.
Exactly. No, I got not two little boys. I got one big boy, one little boy. They are my priority.
Oh, absolutely.
They get all my money.
Absolutely.
And tell you, like, the little one's still cheap, but the older one.
Yeah. He's going to be, does he have a car so far? How old is he?
He's 15. He starts, so he'll finish school around May 20th or so is when they finish school back home. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks after that, he starts his driver's training.
Yeah, that's going to be more money.
He turns 16 in November, and he already has a car.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, my first car, when you pulled up, did you see the big black truck that was over there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 1967, I think, Chevrolet Silverado. And
his first car is a Chevy Silverado.
Is it?
It's like a 2001.
Oh, that's way better.
No, it's actually cool. So the truck actually originally it belonged to my son's grandfather, like on his dad's side. So it belonged to his grandfather.
Okay.
And then his great grandfather bought it. Actually, his dad. So it belonged to his grandfather. Mm-hmm. I believe my ex-husband, when we were married, he that truck belonged to him for a while, and then my husband's grandfather bought it. So the truck's been owned by 3 generations of the guys.
And then that family side.
Yeah, and then so in the last year or 2 years or so, my ex has actually repainted it. He slammed it. It's lower. It's got awesome wheels on it. It's totally tricked out for a 16-year-old boy. So that will be that's Hunter's car. That's Hunter's first car. It's ready for him.
Good on you, Hunter. Good job.
Yeah. So, and this is Chevy's. The motor goes. You just drop a crate motor in it. You're good to go.
Yeah, Hunter's.
So he's gonna have like the sickest car. It's the nice truck.
He's been getting babe since kindergarten. He's definitely.
He has been.
He has the cheerleader girlfriend, right?
Yes, the cheerleader girlfriend.
Yeah.
All the girls love him. Always have.
Yeah.
So
big handsome dude, football. Clearly charismatic.
Star.
If he's. If he's picking up 2 babes at once in kindergarten.
Yeah. I mean, there was one time in kindergarten I went to pick him up. And I pulled into the parking lot, and they were outside, like, doing their playtime, Yeah. And one of the girls straight up had him up against a tree, like, blocking him, trying to, like, kiss him.
What the heck?
Yeah. Like, he's
Total player.
Oh my gosh, like hands full, totally.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he better keep it in his pants until he's like finishes college and is in the NFL making money or something. Because
that's not gonna happen.
He better be. I don't want to hear nothing. Nope.
Sorry, Rebecca.
Nope. God, don't, because someone even asked me that they're like, so like, is your son smashing? No, don't. I don't want to know. Don't ask me if my son is smashing already. I don't fucking want to know. Like, if he is, just hope he's smart. Keep it, because I don't want to be grandma. Like,
oh, absolutely.
I do not want to be grandma yet. I am not even 40.
My parents and I, we went to court 2 weeks ago on Thursday. And when you go to court, you have to like empty out your pockets and put everything down. You got to take off your belt and everything. And I forgot I had my watch on because it was underneath my coat. And I'm always wearing a watch, so I'm used to the feeling. And first time I went through the metal detector, it never even picked up the watch. So I just went on. And then we had to go to a different place and then come back. And when we came back, I emptied all my pockets and everything. And I went through and the watch set it off that time. But I didn't remember I was wearing the watch because I'm so used to the feeling. And when I walked through, they said, do you have everything out of your pockets? It's like, I think so. But I like double skiffed myself. And then on the inside pocket of my coat, there was a condom. And I was there with my parents. This is like 2 weeks ago. And there was a condom. And so I like pulled out the condom and I set it in the basket. And both my parents in unison were like, well, that answers that question.
They should just be happy that you're practicing safe sex.
That's I'm gonna get to that eventually, but like I put my arms out, they scanned me, it beeped on my wrist, like, do you have a watch on? I was like, oh yeah, my bad. And then after all the stuff, my mom picked up all my stuff and handed it to me because we had to walk away. And the first thing I asked for, I said, Mom, can I please have my condom back? And she reluctantly said, yes. And she later said that this is like a few days after she said, your dad was pretty happy about that moment. And I was like, what? Why? Because, he's like, he's practicing safe sex. And I thought it was so funny. It was such a funny moment.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
But I am 19.
Well, you're 19, so. That's expected, I mean, and I can't say what, because my son's 15. I was 15 when I lost my V card. Mm-hmm. So I can't say anything, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I just like, he's smart. He's a lot smarter than I am. He's got goals. He's had like the same goals since he was like 7, and he's like determined on that. And
to like be a football star?
He wants to be a game warden. He wants to go to college. He wants to be football, and.
Well, wasn't he doing that farmer thing though?
Well, he's an FFA, so he's an officer in that, and they give great scholarships. But he goes to college. He wants to be a game warden.
Oh, okay.
But I can see him being a fucking farmer, like, especially the town where we live in. That's what you do. He's a burly
man, right?
Not a burly man. I mean, he's a big dude.
He's definitely gonna grow up to be a burly man.
Yeah.
And if he becomes a farmer, even more so.
God.
He's
gonna be out there on tractors, and girls are gonna be like, "Oh no, I don't."
He's gonna have cheerleaders on the side of the cornfield.
Oh, shut up! The shit you can do in those cornfields, like you get. Oh, I grew up in a farm town. I know what you can do. Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
When you get teenagers that are like, all right, I gotta find something, they get really resourceful.
No, yeah, like, I mean, that's why I don't want them to have a car, like, because cars are a great resourceful place when you're 16 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I remember going and finding like dirt roads in the country, off the beaten path.
The dirt roads in the country, that's like the ideal place.
Yeah, and like I'm like the high school, a small town of like 10,000 people, and it was a farming town.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can go anywhere and get lost, and no one's gonna find you.
Exactly.
And
my place was always there's Lotus Spa over here.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be Romeo's, and then it shut down, and then it was Lotus Spa, and then it shut down. And like at night, you pull up behind Lotus Spa. You've got a little secluded area.
Oh my God. I go in there to make U-turns sometimes at night, because where I live, you can't get in to my community going that way. So I would go there to do a U-turn or just drive behind the building. Not going to do that anymore. I don't know what I'm going to run into.
Even yesterday, my mom, she got a new job, so she's gonna be working 2 jobs. She's like a graphic designer at a sign shop, and she's got she just got like a B job. She's gonna be doing like 3 or 4 times a month. And so we went out to dinner yesterday to celebrate. And on the drive home, I was driving my dad's truck. We somehow got into the topic of hotels. And I was like, yeah, some hotels require you to be 21, some 18, and some you can even be 16. And my mom was like, really? You can even be 16? And my dad confirmed it. And then we were chatting up stuff. And then my mom was like, how do you know that? And I was like, you know how I know that.
Yeah, I never had a classy guy when I was like under 20 that was trying to take me to a hotel. Yeah, no, it was always like...
You can't do it often because that gets expensive.
Yeah.
Like every once in a while.
I mean, you find those rooms that rent by the hour, so...
Yeah,
I would never want to go to those because those are pretty like...
I don't know any of any hotels that rent by the hour, but I do know there's some apps that allow you to rent hotels by the hour. And even like in the disclaimer of the apps, they say this is not for some quick hanky-panky. This is like strategic or something.
I would never pay money for an hour. No, a car is great for that. I mean,
just do it in a car.
Like, go find a field somewhere and park. I don't know, but I'm not gonna pay money for a hotel room.
What's the craziest place you've ever done it?
And we've had this talk last time.
I don't think so.
It was Walmart down in the oil pit.
We did.
Yeah,
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you forget that?
I'm sorry, but I definitely remember now. You said he brought him down and he brought you down and he like showed you the ropes.
Yeah, he changed my
Walmart.
oil. Yeah.
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 That's hilarious. I didn't know Walmart had like a car thing.
Yeah, like some of them like do oil changes and stuff. I don't think all of them do.
I know like Costco does and stuff like that. I didn't know Walmart did.
Yeah, they do oil changes and all that stuff.
I didn't know Safeways had a gas station until recently because the Safeway here doesn't have a gas station.
Not all of them do. Just some.
I just never knew that.
But
I knew Fred Meyer's do and Costco's.
Use like your Safeway card. You can use it at Chevron to get your points and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
They're owned by the same company, or do they?
But you can use because if you have like gas points, instead of going to a Safeway to get fuel, you just go to Chevron and slide your Safeway card, and you can get like the discount on your fuel.
I just always do it at Fred Meyer. We've got the Fred Meyer's card, so we get like the 3 cents a gallon, and then if the more you do it, you get like a 10 cents a gallon discount sometimes.
I've only been to Fred Meyer like 3 times
in your whole life.
Yeah, we don't have them back home where I'm from,
California.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, what's we're gonna be moving to Texas like probably February or before, and I know there's like a bunch of different stores there, but I heard what's the Fred Meyer equivalent, like the Safeway equivalent down there?
I don't know. I used to go
something
there a lot.
Something like Waco or something like that. No, that's the place.
There's Sam's Club is popular back there. Like we have Walmart here, they have Sam's Club, which is the same thing. When I was younger, we used to go back east all the time. My favorite supermarket was the Piggly Wiggly.
The Piggly Wiggly. You told about that.
I love the Piggly Wiggly.
Such a good name,
right?
That's great marketing.
Yeah,
Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, it's a great shop.
And your son's raising a pig right now. Well, he's going to be.
He gets it any day now, end of this month. Yeah. So I just hope he doesn't name it and get attached to it because this is going to get slaughtered.
Oh, he's going to.
I know because he loves animals so much.
That's the same situation with these chickens. They're all named, but
are you going to kill them and eat them?
Yeah, we've done it a few times. Yeah,
that's so sad.
It's the most delicious chicken you've ever had because these are like literal free range chickens. These chickens eat like actual chicken food and grass, and like if we have some like some watermelon kerns, we just like toss them to the chickens. And these chickens, it's not like a bunch of fatty meat like the store ones. These are like muscle chickens.
Yeah.
And it is so delicious.
Oh, I only buy like free range chicken. I spend extra money.
You should look into Farm Fresh Foods.
I've heard that.
Farm Fresh Foods. It's my parents do it. We've got like a little refrigeration bucket out front, and you can decide how often they send you food, and it's literally from the farms here in Washington. They just from that they bring it over to butchers. The butchers butcher them, and then they package them up and they send them over to you. And it's from actual farms.
I just don't cook enough to. I maybe cook twice a month.
Do you usually eat out? You eat out food?
I eat buffalo 5 nights a week.
You gotta stop eating so much buffalo. Rebecca.
I'm there. Okay, it's convenient.
Convenient. So much buffalo.
I know that. I know this. But convenience is key for me.
You want to know true convenience? Meal prep.
No, because then it's leftovers. I don't eat leftovers.
What? It's not leftovers. It's like
if you cook it and you eat it 3 days later, it is a leftover. I will not eat it.
You're weird. You're so weird. You're so weird, Rebecca.
It's not. I just once I cook it once, I have to just.
It takes me like an hour to prepare my meals for the entire week.
Is it the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, I can't do that.
At first, it's really monotonous and like annoying eating the same food every day.
I can't. I won't do it.
But after a while, I just like I actually enjoy it because I don't necessarily quote worship food anymore. Now I just eat the food so I can sustain life. But don't you ever
like crave stuff? I'm like, oh, this is what I want.
Yeah, near the end of the week, I start to crave stuff because I know like Sunday's coming up and that's my cheat day.
But because like for me, when it comes to adulting and life, I'm horrible at it. I don't know like how I've managed to live like 38 years. Like when I was like, when I was with my ex-husband, we were all, family with the kids. Mm-hmm. I was awesome. Like I planned menus each week. So I did my grocery shopping. I knew what we were eating every day, That was great.
Yeah, the responsibility of the kids.
Yes, but now I'm by myself.
Now you just got you to take care of.
Exactly. And this is the problem. Right now, I'm thinking about I'm getting hungry. What do I want for dinner? Mm-hmm. It's going to take me 6 hours to decide what even sounds good.
You should get some. La Costa Tequila. It's a taco truck. It's up.
What did I have last night?
That way.
I had pho last night.
Pho is so good.
So good.
That's the only way I like onions. I pick out the onions, but the onion broth of the pho, that's the only way that I like onions.
Yeah, no, I had pho last night and it was amazing. But tonight, like I'm not gonna cook. I don't want to cook. It's my day off. I have to clean my house like later. I did the laundry yesterday, thank God. Mm-hmm. But I have to clean the kitchen and because tomorrow's trash has to go out tomorrow night, so I gotta go through the refrigerator. I'm not gonna clean. I'm going shopping to the mall, so I'll probably get like something out. I don't know what though, but I can't decide.
I have an hour of cooking every week. Yeah, that's it. That's the most cooking I do. 1 hour a week, maybe like an hour and a half if I like lag behind a little bit.
See, I love to cook.
For the whole week, I'm chilling.
Yeah, no, I love to cook, but I like to like entertain and have people over and cook a big meal and feed everybody. Mm-hmm. But when
it's just you,
it's just me. It's like I'd rather just go get a burrito or go get some like teriyaki or something. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know.
When you don't have the responsibility of others, you prefer to just take it easy and laze.
Yes.
And just have fun.
Well, relax. Too, because like I usually sleep until 2 in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. I work at 4 or 5, depending on what day it is.
Exactly.
Who's got time to cook?
That's fair. Does you live with your sister? Does she work really late too?
No, she's getting off of work about an hour after I leave for work.
Okay. So you two barely even see each other.
No, we have to plan. Like we're going shopping today and hanging out and stuff. Mm-hmm. So like we have to plan. If not, we can go 2-3 weeks without even seeing each other. That's
a perfect segue. I was going to ask, what time do you need to be out? You said you need to be out at a specific time. Because it's 12:51 right now.
You have to be home by 1:30.
By 1:30? So I'd say we've got like 40 minutes left of the podcast. Then we should start packing up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah. So I fail at adulting. Like I'm a hot mess. Like if you look up hot mess in the dictionary, you're going to see this. Like
it's Rebecca.
I don't know why. I used to be so good at life. So good.
And then on the next page it has the BEE_DDD.
Yes. Yeah. That's just where my life's going. And I don't care. A lot of people are like, they talk shit or have their opinions. Who cares? They're boobs. I really don't care. Like
you show them off all the time.
Right? Might as well make money.
Are you going to do that bikini float you were talking about?
The topless float?
Topless float, that's right.
Hell yeah, I requested that weekend off.
Good job.
I'm going. But the only problem is, so more guys are interested in going.
Because they want to see a bunch of boobs.
They want to see boobs. But the problem is, those guys want to go.
If like all the guys go, there's going to be no boobs.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some pecs. But
yeah. But then, because a lot of women, like, they're like, I'll go, but I don't want to go topless. Or... like guys are like
that defeats the whole purpose.
Yeah, and guys are like, well, come, but I can't bring my girlfriend because she's gonna get mad. They're fucking tits, ladies. We all have them. They come in different shapes, sizes. Some are good. Some, who cares?
I'd gladly go on like a shortsless river float. Dead serious.
Just cocks out, and everyone like sun's out. I mean, who cares? Just they're boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Get over it. Like I fed my kids with these things. Like that's what they're for. You know what I mean? And it's women get all mad, but it's for a great cause. It's just for suicide awareness. My friends who throw it lost two good friends of suicide. So it's kind of everyone get together as a suicide awareness. Remember those who we've lost. Have fun, float down, drink beer, camp overnight. There's catered food. There's a band or live music. Tans. Exactly. I mean, who wants tan lines? You know, just take them off and just get them tan. Like, who cares? I don't
get tan lines. I get burn lines, and then it peels away, and I'm just as white underneath.
I feel you.
Are you allergic to sunscreen, though?
No, I'm not.
I am.
Oh, so that sucks. I have to wear 100 SPF on my face when I go out because my face will actually, like, swells up, and it's really bad. I get... My dad's a ginger. My mom's a towhead. I have light blue eyes. Yeah. The sun does not like me.
What's your actual hair color?
Auburn.
Auburn? Okay. Because I've only ever seen you with dyed hair.
It's like
I can slightly see the roots, but not much.
My roots are dark, but my hair is like a medium brown that has so much red in it that the red takes over.
Okay. Yeah, my hair is it's blonde, but as a little kid it was blonder. It was like bleach blonde. That's what
my son's a towhead. Like he's got white hair.
When I've been getting older, it's been getting a little darker, but like during winter, it's a little slightly dark blonde, but during the summer, it's still really bright blonde.
See, my kid's dad, he had white hair because his proper towhead when he was little, and then he was about 12, 13, he said, it started getting a little darker. Now his hair is like almost like a dark, dirty blonde. So I'm hoping that because my youngest, he looks like... My poor baby. He looks like he gets locked up in a basement is where he lives his life because he is so white. Like he's got the white hair in the sun. Like you have to put sunblock on him every 20 minutes when he's outside because
But he's in California though.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it's always sunny over there.
And where we're from the Central Valley. So like we get winter. It gets cold right now, but the sun's out. It's probably like 60 or 50 degrees. But from May to October, it's usually 80 degrees, at least 80 degrees. The highest is like 114, 115. But in those prime, like July, August, it's 100 plus degrees every day. So, yeah, he has to live in sunscreen.
Yeah,
I used to like rub it in his hair too. Like,
yeah, you got to do that too because the scalp's very delicate as well.
Because when he was little, he would not wear hats. He wears hats now,
Good.
But
very good. I have to learn to wear hats during summer.
Yeah,
especially because blue eyes are far more sensitive to light, so I'm always squinting during the summer, and I got to wear sunglasses and hats.
That's how I am, and so I have to drive with glasses on.
Yeah, I've got sunglasses right here.
But see, I'm restricted because I have to have my actual prescription glasses when I drive. I don't have prescription sunglasses, and I need them because the sun it just kills my eyes.
You should definitely get some. Yeah,
absolutely. My insurance just kicked in. I'm gonna get some.
Good. With my allergy to sunscreen, which is very convenient being as white as I am.
Sucks.
The only sunscreen that works is Baby Banana Boat. But if I don't wash it off within like 4 to 6 hours, I get a rash.
Okay.
So if I put the sunscreen on and I'm walking around all day, I can only be out for like 4 to 6 hours. Then I got to go home and like scrub. And then I can reapply. But if I leave it, I get a rash. And it's very
Is that
annoying.
all that happens? Like if you were
I get a really annoying rash, yeah.
See, when I was younger, sunscreen didn't even work for me really. We had a boat when I was in high school, and we would take the boat out. And when we would do that, we would be on the lake for like, say 6 to 8 hours. And in that time, I would apply SPF 50 on like 3 times. I remember one time on the way home, I was already blistering.
Ooh. Yeah.
It was so bad. But so there's points where I would be like, why even wear sunscreen? Because I felt like it made it worse because it was like
that was me at one point
it would like
too.
Reflect it off,
When I was a little kid, my mom, she had to force me to wear a sunscreen because I'm just gonna burn anyways.
Yeah. So now
I've just accepted I'm gonna have skin cancer by the age of 50.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm like, what's this mole right here? Like, like, what, has that always been there? Yeah, but now I would buy like the Neutrogena, the 100. They have 100 SPF. I have to put that on my face when I'm in the sun. It's so bad.
I sympathize. And the spray sunscreen does not work for me. I've got to have the cream that I really rub in. Yeah, like I've got to be oily, or else it doesn't work.
So
I can be glistening.
So no river float for you.
Well, the river float, but I'm gonna have a burn by the end of the day.
Just get a hat and sunglasses and.
But I like to be in the water, so the hat and sunglasses wouldn't work.
Well, we're floating on rafts.
Yeah, but I like to float in the raft and then hop out of the raft and like swim around.
See, I'm going down. So it's a Saturday and Sunday thing. So I'm gonna go down Friday with my friends who are putting it on because on the day before they go, I guess, to like the north part of the river, where it's like actually like rapids, and float that. And then for the actual float, it's more of a chill like.
With my ex-girlfriend, I went tubing. This is like a month before it like got warm here, but we still went tubing and it was cold water. But when we went tubing, it was like just her and the family and myself, and we were all sitting on our tubes, and we started, and like 100 feet down, there was like big rocks and like white rapids and parts, and like none of us wanted to get out or like keep our feet in to guide ourselves because the water was still really cold, and so we were all like standing on our tubes trying to balance ourselves while we were splashing around. And her younger brother Asher, he fell out before me, and then like I floated past him, and like I fell out too, and like the first thing I did was jump onto my back right onto it. Like I belly dived back onto my tube because it got away from me. And then Asher, he like couldn't get back onto his tube, so he was just stuck in the freezing water. It wasn't freezing, but it was still pretty cold, very uncomfortable water. And he was just stuck in the cold water, and he was like screaming, and everybody was laughing. And her parents had like two tubes attached to each other, which definitely helped for stability. So they were just cruising on through. But we were like splashing around and hitting rocks, and Asher and I getting knocked over. It was really annoying.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of water. Like I don't like it. I
love the water.
So I'm really hoping for this river float, the water isn't cold. Like it's in August, so hopefully it should be okay.
It should be warm.
Plus the float is 2 hours south. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping it's
a little warmer.
Because here it's freezing. But
depending on how close it is to the mountains. I forget the effect it's called, but like it's when there's the ocean and then the mountains, and like depending on which side of the mountains you are by the ocean, it'll like dictate whether it's like really hot or really cold. I forget the effect, what it's called.
I just know it's in a town called Castle Rock is where we're going.
Castle Rock?
Which someone says is close to Portland, so I don't know.
And we're in Washington, by the way, for those that aren't listening from Washington. Castle Rock, Washington.
Yeah, I know nothing about anything in Washington, so I just know it's south.
Castle Rock is a city in Cowlitz County, Washington, United States, located between the Willapa Hills and the western base of Mount St. Helens. Cool. Hey, there's a seal. Is there seals up in Castle Rock?
I don't know.
Probably. We've got seals around here. Seals are cute.
But they bite like a dog, so it's suggest staying away from them.
Well, you got to get like don't approach wildlife like that.
Some people aren't very smart,
Some
and
people
they do.
By the way, for those who don't know, if you're ever on the beach or something and you see a baby seal there, leave the seal. Don't think like, oh, it's just a baby seal by itself. Its mother's ditched it. No, the mother seal leaves the baby on the shore while she goes out and hunts for food, and then she's going to come back for a baby. So
but
leave the seal there.
If you're at the beach,
don't touch him.
And all of a sudden you see all the seals getting out of the water, keep your ass out of the water. That means there's a shark somewhere nearby.
Exactly.
Like
you see them all bailing.
Yes, when you see all the seals leaving the ocean, yeah.
Have you seen the videos of like the seals jumping up onto people's boats?
Yeah. Well, I lived about an hour and a half from Monterey Bay in California, and Monterey is a huge just a huge place like for seals, and they have like the they used to do, I think, famous for like sardine stuff back in the day. It's like there's a whole big thing about it, and the seals are always there, and they take over people's boats. If you
yeah.
So you would go to the wharf, and people's boats are just like they have to like board up, put
Is that
boards
the
up
sardine
to keep
thing where like you've got a boat with like a big thing of sardines and you're like feeding the seals like that? Is that what you're talking about?
No, they do like actually like make like fish for sardines and then actually like package them up because people eat that shit. Apparently, I don't know. It's gross.
Back when I was in YouTube at my previous youth group at my previous church, we would always do like fun different challenges and stuff like that. And one of them was like you had to do trivia or you had to some way compete with the person across you. And then you had to like eat a Twinkie. And the Twinkies, they were sitting right side up on this board, but they had cut out the bottom of some of the Twinkies and filled it in with something else. And so like some of them had sardines or mayonnaise or ketchup.
I would not be going to that youth group anymore.
It was fun. It was so fun. The grossest one was the mayonnaise. I was fine with the sardines and everything else, but the grossest one was the mayonnaise. The worst part, another eating challenge we did was we had two teams, and I think you had to do like Bible trivia or something like that. And the winning team could choose from this big table of stuff what you wanted to put in to the other person's smoothie, to the other people's smoothie machine. And it started off with like each side was like winning here and there, and each side was like trying to put gross stuff into the other people's smoothie. And we had to like drink it periodically. And I was completely fine with my smoothie up until one person from their side, I think it was like Max or Morgan, because we were good friends at the time, they said to put onions in because they know I hate onions. And as soon as they put onions in, I was puking it all up. I tapped out. I'm like, I'm done. No, I can't do this.
I can't eat. Like, no, I can't. Like, when I was probably in high school or like late teens, early 20s, Fear Factor was a big, really popular show.
Fear Factor.
And I couldn't even watch it. Yeah, I couldn't even watch it. I would be just gagging and sitting there. No, like.
Did you know Joe Rogan on that like first few episodes, he was probably not high, but the rest of it, he was always high.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he always brought like a weed lollipop or some edibles or like smoke some stuff. And he said it really helped him.
Next time I make edible, I'm going to give you some. You need to eat it.
I'm not going to.
Just a little bit.
No.
Yeah, just do it a little bit.
Thanks.
You're not going to get addicted. You're not going to do anything. Just
no thanks.
It just puts me to sleep. That's all it does for me. I get high and then I go to sleep.
Good for you. Have I told you why I'm not into that stuff?
Why?
Because my entire biological family is full of addicts of like everything.
My dad's family.
That stuff doesn't appeal to me at all.
Oh, it doesn't. Nothing else appeals to me. Like when I first met my dad, I was 18 when I first met him. First thing he asked, he's like, "Do you have any addictions?" I'm like, "That's a fucking weird question to ask your daughter who you just met the first time," because most of his uncles and stuff had died of cocaine addiction and everything. So he was concerned. And like my mom went to prison and she had a drug problem and stuff. So I have no, like I said, I started doing edible for the first time like a year and a half ago.
Again, I've got nothing against weed. Like, go for it. But it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to just be in my right mind, just like fully me. I don't like not being in control of my mind at all.
That's
like,
how I am.
Even when like guys, we have to masturbate or else we're gonna go crazy. And you get very used to like the mindset you're in. When you can't focus on everything seems kind of foggy, and like your mind starts drifting towards like sex or everything. You've got to beat one out if you want to be able to focus on whatever you're doing, or like do anything. And so I don't even like that mindset, and like because I'm not in like full control of my own mind, I don't even like just that. I don't even like it at all, and I'm like, weed definitely not for me.
Yeah, no, I've only done my edible maybe a few times to get high, but majority of the time it's just because I have really trouble sleeping and I just want to sleep. So I just eat a bunch of edible and just pass out.
Like the number one way to go to sleep is like eat an edible and then masturbate.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, we talked about that last time too.
And I'm out of edible right now, so the last 2 nights I've just been drinking a little bit, then I rub one out and then I go to sleep. That's why I went to bed at 10:30 last night.
Do you ever use the term like I wank?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's hilarious because originally you think it's like for men with
but
a
women,
penis.
Yeah,
to
but
think,
women can
like
wank,
women wank it, and I just think
it's just
wanking
a word.
is just a funny term.
It's just a word like for masturbating instead of saying it. Just wink. Have a wink. I had a wink. You have a wink. Yeah.
Plus, you lived in
England.
Was it England? Yeah. You lived in England for a while, and they probably used wank a lot more up there.
Oh yeah,
you wanker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Calling people a wanker. I love that term.
Yeah, I call them wankers.
Crikey. That's Australian, but still.
Yeah.
Have I told you the story of the drop bear?
No.
The drop bear. The drop bear is a little bear, indigenous to Australia only. And it's kind of like a koala, except it's just a miniature bear. And it hides in the treetops, waiting for an injured animal to crawl by. And then the drop bear drops on the animal's face and rips it off.
It's a real thing.
No,
okay. So. I was like, what the fuck?
Maybe.
Actually, you know what?
I'll look it
up. So
I
posted this thing on my Facebook. It's been a minute, but it was like a bunch of pictures of reasons why I will never go to Australia ever.
Oh, the drop bear is just a koala. That's just what. Yeah, I think it's just. Okay, a drop bear is a hoax in contemporary Australian folklore featuring a predatory carnivorous version of the koala. Okay. So like,
but koalas though, they're not cute and cuddly. They give you chlamydia. They carry chlamydia.
Yeah, it's weird. It's gross.
It is. So everyone's like, look at this little koala.
Do you want to talk about koalas? I know a lot about koalas.
I don't want to talk about. It's weird.
All right, time to talk about koalas.
I don't know nothing about koalas.
Dude, you know how birds like they eat their food and they regurgitate it for the babies to eat? Koalas have a similar thing. The mothers eat the food and the baby crawls down to the mother's butt and eats the food out of the mother's butt. Yeah.
That's so weird.
It's disgusting.
And people have a problem with women breastfeeding their babies in public.
That makes me so mad. The baby needs food too.
Like I remember even like my first husband, like when our first one was baby, I nursed and we went out with our friends one night and he was really worried about it too. He's like, don't nurse. Like it's fucking.
Did you have one of those covers or did you just whip out your boob?
I covered with a blanket,
Yeah. Then it's fine.
Yeah.
What the heck's the problem?
It's so funny because we were out with all our friends and we were at fucking Hooters. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Hooters.
Okay.
And I started to nurse and he's like, you just at the table? I'm at fucking Hooters. Like, you have a problem with me like whipping up my boob out at Hooters? Yeah. And two, like my son, like because he nursed like every hour and a half. Mm-hmm. He would nurse for only like 3 minutes. He was a snacker. And because half the time, like babies, when they nurse just to go to sleep half the time. Mm-hmm. It's their comfort, So like he gets so mad. I'm like, get over it. Like, who cares? And I only nursed him for like 7 months.
Wait, did you say you need to be home by 1:30?
Yeah. It takes me like 2 minutes to get there. You live so close.
Yeah, I saw it last I read it was like 12 o'clock and then I lost track of time.
It's 1:11 right now.
Yeah.
That's my number. I have 18,000 messages right now.
A lot of them probably about your boobs.
No, they're not.
Okay, you got to admit some of those are from their.
Yeah, some of them probably about my boobs. Yeah.
How often do you get that?
A lot.
I mean,
every day.
Do you use Tinder? Do you do the swiping of Tinder?
I do.
I used Tinder, like this was after breaking up with my ex-girlfriend for a while, and then I started getting the feeling of like, I do like love. I'd like that again. And like I wasn't like meeting anybody. Nobody at work interested in me. And
don't ever date someone you work with.
No, I don't. No.
Even guests who come in a lot, regulars, don't.
Mm-mm.
No, it ruins it. You'll never see me. Because I've had regulars swipe me on Tinder.
Yeah, you see
and
that.
It shows that they liked me and I don't respond back or whatnot.
When I was on Tinder, I was swiping through and I saw Brittany and I was like, no. And then I saw Aaron, I was like, no.
I don't know if you've met, so there's this guy, he has not came in. I have not seen him since I did not respond to his thing, but he came in every Thursday. Every Thursday he was in.
Okay.
And he stands out because he's like 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, who's that big? Is he the one that actually started working at Buffalo for a little bit?
No.
Okay.
But he has he's got like white blonde hair. And he has a mullet.
Oh, it's the mullet guy. I love the mullet. I did a birthday shout out for him.
Okay, so he liked me on Tinder.
Oh.
And I was like, but it was sad too because I guess he plays soccer, and he had a picture of him playing soccer, and he had normal hair. I'm like, dude, you're a good looking guy with normal hair.
Did you talk to him about why he has a mullet?
No. Some guys I know do think they think it's funny or whatnot. But no, like I can't do it because I can't take it serious.
My very, very handsome friend, Chris, he's got like the dirty blonde hair. He's got like that nice, perfect wavy hair. He's got a fucking massive jaw. He's like beautiful blue eyes, good tan, muscular. The dude's like a specimen, but he got a mullet. He got like a John Stamos mullet, but he still got a mullet.
He got the Uncle Jesse.
And I was like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing?
But why?
You're so handsome.
Did he know?
Why did you get a mullet? Yeah, he knows he got a mullet. He literally posted on his story, hey, look at me. I got a mullet, everybody. I was like, what are you doing?
Like, does he still have it?
I hope not. I'll text him afterwards. I hope not, like, Chris.
No, I can't.
Chris, you're so handsome, dude. Don't get a mullet.
Yeah.
Please.
So, yeah, guys out there, if you have a mullet, don't do it.
Mm-mm.
Don't do it. Like, it's so bad.
When I did
Pros
the
don't
birthday
want
shout
it.
out for the mullet guy at Buffalo Wild Wings, he was in the dining room with all of his friends.
Yeah.
And they said to call out the fact that he has a mullet because he loves it. He thinks it's funny.
Some
And
guys,
so
yeah.
I was up on the mic and I was like, all right, Buffalo Wild Wings, can I get your attention over here? Everybody look at the big flashing red light. Mullet guy here has a birthday today. And everybody is like bust out laughing. I was like, everybody look at the big mullet. And it was so much fun.
Yeah. So ever since though he liked me on Tinder, I have not seen him at all.
Seen him since?
Since then.
He still comes in.
But he doesn't come in on Thursdays anymore. If he does, he's in the dining room. But he does not come in because I haven't seen him. And that's why I feel awkward. Like, and I've had several people who are regulars who I've served for 2 years, whatnot, like me on either POF or Tinder. You'll make it awkward. Don't do it. I'd rather you just give me your $5 every week, you know? Like,
yeah, with when I first started using Tinder, the first person I got to like swipe back was like really attractive blonde girl, like nice photos and everything, good description, like looked fun. And I was talking to her and then I like got the feeling, I was like, I don't think this is who they say they are. Because eventually I got to the point where I was like, just add me on Snap and we can talk like that because, you know, it's better that way. And then they're like, yeah. And I said my username and they're like, oh, I added you. And I was like, no, you didn't. Oh, what? Did not go through? And they were like acting really weird. And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty sure you're a catfish.
Okay, so I have a method. Sometimes you talk to people and by the way they talk and what
I always say like send a photo of like something weird nobody would have a photo of.
Well, no, what I do to prove, because like on Tinder you can't send photos.
That's why I switch over to Snap.
But on POF you can. So I always tell people if their pictures are really weird or whatnot, or like you're thinking maybe this might not be them, like they're too good looking, you know. I'll say send me a picture of you right now. I want you to hold up 2 fingers with your left hand and 4 fingers with your right hand.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
Just to like, just so I can know that's you.
Yeah.
Because people are shady and they lie. And I've been on dates. I've had a few, not even dates, just met with people from the thing. And they walk in and it's them. But here's the issue. The pictures they have on their profiles are them 20 years ago.
Oh.
Yes. They walk in, I'm like, okay, grandpa, like, what the fuck? No, that's not fair. Because all my pictures are within like, I have pink hair in all my pictures. So that means I've had
they're recent, yeah.
They're from August to now. So I give you recent pictures. Like,
I got really tired of swiping on Tinder. Like, the thought of like,
when you're drunk,
I don't like her because she doesn't look as attractive as this other person I swiped on. It's like, my mind, I was just like, I don't really like this anymore.
I like that when I'm drinking. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. Oh God, no, you're not good enough. That's like a hobby.
Get the hell out of my face.
That's like a hobby now for me.
Swiping on Tinder?
Like when I'm bored, I'll just do it.
Girls get a lot more swipes on Tinder than guys do, especially an attractive girl like yourself with huge boobs. You're going to get a ton of swipes.
I'm going to show you this real fast. I'm going to bring up my Tinder account and you can see because it tells me like how many likes and shows you all the pictures of people who like me. They're just waiting on me to swipe if I like them.
Oh, so you have the premium Tinder.
I have the premium Tinder. Yeah. But here's the problem is right now I've deleted some and some of them drop off after time. I have 2,790 likes.
Damn. One of them is, go back to Jeremy. What's it? I just saw like a metal pole. Is that his photo or? Oh, he's on it.
He's
okay.
on it.
I just saw the metal pole. I was like, great photo, buddy.
Yeah, and half these guys, like this guy Mike right here is kind of cute, but he's 6,800 miles away. How are you on my Tinder?
That's true. I mean, you set your parameters for like fairly close, right?
Mine are all for like local, unless like, so when I was in New Jersey, I deactivated, well, I didn't deactivate. I just deleted the app because I didn't want my shit going off while I was with another guy. That was a little awkward. So I get back home and I put everything back on, and all of a sudden I have all these people from
New Jersey,
from like New Jersey and
really
Pennsylvania. And I'm like, motherfuckers, like no, yeah, I'm not going back there for anybody else. So it's pointless.
I got a few other ones. Even on my story, not my story, but like the description on Tinder. Did some describing things. I included some photos that were like attractive and funny and like quirky and all that stuff. I like tried my best to like make a good profile, but in it, I said, I don't smoke or drink, and I like said some other things, and I like specified that because so many like I was like not looking for a smoking buddy because so many of them are like just looking for a smoking buddy or like crap like that, and I'm like that's not me.
Yeah,
you're not gonna try to find that on me. And one girl I swiped on, and she swiped back, and like we added each other on Snap, and she sent me a video of her smoking. I was like, all right, girl, you just got to read real quick. You just got to read a couple sentences, and I was like, no thanks. Come on.
No, I get that. Like, I have a couple trying to I get couples all the time message me.
Yeah, it's.
But like
I've got a couple couples that are like trying to get that. I was like, no, that's weird.
See, I've had people, they don't ever read the profiles ever because on mine obviously it states my age, and I have on there like if you're under 33, don't message me.
Good.
And it says that I prefer you to be at least 6 feet tall. Tattoos are like kind of a must for me because if you don't have them, like it's gonna be hard for me to find you attractive. It's really weird, but that's what I'm attracted to. And also it says that I do not want children. I do not want to get married. All right, that right thing.
Good.
I have these 24, 25-year-old dudes messaging me, I'm looking for a wife. Motherfucker, did you read?
That's the exact opposite.
Can you read?
I'm 5'3". I don't have any tattoos. I'm looking for a wife, and I'm 22.
Well, the thing is, I get a lot of guys, like shorter guys, see my height, and they get excited because a guy who's 5'6", he's still 6 inches taller than I am.
Yeah.
But
and he feels taller.
I don't want you because you can't manhandle me, and I want to be manhandled. So I need someone who's at least 6 feet tall who can fucking throw me up against the wall.
I'm very thankful I'm 6'3", but I do recognize like shorter guys, they got it tough. Like I'm skinny, but I can change that. I'm in the process of changing that. If you're short, you're tough out of luck. You have to get buff because like
I know that
you need it.
Well, even for women, I'm short. I have the gymnast build, but I've never been a gymnast. Like. I got my legs, my thighs. I call them trunks because they're like this.
You've got the trunk thighs.
I got trunk thighs. Great if I'm in shape, but the problem is, I was hop along for 2 weeks. I went to the gym once and I pulled my muscle.
That was
in
you
my
said
calf.
You went to the gym like a little while after our podcast.
Yeah, I did.
Tell everybody what happened.
So I went to the gym, and of course, like it's my fault because like I should baby steps. I hadn't gone in 6 months. Baby steps. I stretched a little bit. Then fucking 213 flights of stairs later, you
were limping all around work.
I was good for 2 days, but then at work, I moved a certain way. I kind of like hopped a little bit, and my left calf muscle just went and like just gave out. Like I pulled muscle. I was like, what the fuck? It hurt so bad, and it took a few days for it to And then like a week and a half after that, I was doing what I do best. I was walking to the bar. I went to kind of like run, like a little run jog across the street. I did that. It felt like my calf muscle just ripped in half. I literally like almost hit the ground.
It tapped out.
It just tapped out. And it was like a week and a half, 2 weeks after I worked out the initial. And then like it normally takes me like 3 minutes to walk to the bar. It took me 15 minutes to walk to the bar. Because my leg was just bent. And I got to the bar and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? At one point, I asked one of the guys there that I'm friends with to give me a piggyback ride to the bathroom because like, it just hurt so bad to walk. Yeah. And my leg hurt. It was for a good like week and a half, 2 weeks. I was like hop along. It just was not healing.
Yeah. After I got my circumcision at 18, I was waddling for like 3 months, waddling the whole time. It was hilarious. I told you about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was waddling for a very long time. I still think it's hilarious. I was like, can I wear black sweatpants to work? No. And I like explained why. Yeah, absolutely.
I remember when I had my second son, it would, because he was a scheduled C-section, but I went into labor early. And it was funny because I went into labor on a Thursday night, and Friday his dad took the day off work because he was going to drive up an hour and a half to Sacramento because he was having a vasectomy done. Mm-hmm. But then I went into labor and I had to have my C-section that night, so that got canceled. So he had his C-section, he had his vasectomy done like a month later, and he drove himself up there. He had to drive himself home, but Hunter had football practice that night, so he met me at football practice because he was still going to come. Okay. And I remember just looking over and watching him
waddle
through the field. Like, it was a good walk, and and it's August. It's 106 degrees
real
still at 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
and he was just walking like he just got off a horse, and
yeah,
it was so bad.
Horse riding for guys is so hard.
I don't like
at the start. I can keep it up, but for us we have to really, especially for tall guys. I can do this, so it kind of helps. I've got to really put my weight, almost stand up on the foot loops, and then you've got to shift your side. You've got to turn left a little bit and shift up onto one butt cheek so that your balls aren't slapping onto the horse's back. And it's it's so difficult.
I rode a horse once. I don't like it. I don't like being on this huge animal that I have no control over. Mm. There's only one thing that I want to ride, and we're going to keep it at that. No horses for me. Yep. No.
All right, Rebecca, I'm going to have to cut it off. I want to get you home on time. Again, people, you know the drill. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell, blah, blah, blah. You want them to check out your premium thing?
If they want, they got to pay. Nothing's for free.
What site? What is it again?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. Check out BEE_DDD.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks for being on, Rebecca. We out.
You. Bye.
But it is what it is. Some people got too much pride. Some people always gonna lie, but it is what it is. Some people ain't gonna change. They're gonna be the same till they die. It is what it is. Some people always gonna be fake. Some people always gonna hate. It is what it is. I got a lot on my plate, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.